have it as your Twitter profile pic.
Do I?
Yeah, the old one.
Oh, shit. I must change that. I've never actually realized that. I'm rarely on Twitter. I hate using Twitter.
Oh, I live on Twitter. That's why I put my fun facts of the day.
Really?
Except they're always like depressing facts.
They're still facts.
That's true. That's why I always put a hashtag because, like promote. And since all my episodes are like serious topics, all my facts are serious. So like I can't even put I put hashtag fun fact of the day one day. And then like the next day I'm like, well, I can't use that hashtag again. What am I gonna do? Bunch of women drowned in an ocean this year 3 years ago. Fun fact of the day. They'll think I'm a monster.
The Mindbuzz podcast.
But I can only do it for like music because like I told you I had like Ken Lewis on the show, so that's like a fun fact. Whatever I use there. The book is nothing but gross facts. I don't know how you say those fun facts. They could be. Could be fun facts.
Jesus, that took longer than it needed to. Cool, now we're on.
I thought you died.
No. Yeah, I had a mild stroke between doing all that crap. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. I got Bryan, Concerts That Made Us. Bryan, do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Bill from The Way podcast.
How's it going? Hey, everyone.
So what's up, guys? What's happening?
Doing good. You would say what's poppin', Jack Harlow.
Who's Jack Harlow?
You don't know that song, What's Poppin'?
No.
He's Jack Harlow. He's like this
Bryan, do you know this? You're the music guy.
No, I don't.
No? Oh, okay.
Am I still your only hip hop related guest?
So far, yeah. You have the title.
Yeah, you opened that.
Yeah. I opened the door, but nobody else wanted to walk through it.
Yeah. No, but that was a good episode. I liked it.
Hey, thank you. Wait, Shroom Kid, is he joining this episode? Were we able to get him?
No, not this time. I think next episode we can get him.
I wanted to reach out to him, but his Twitter is very political.
Oh.
And maybe not the good kind of political, so...
Like how political?
Like, I forget exactly, but I think it's like COVID is fake kind of stuff, like stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which could be entertaining. I mean, yeah, we can still reach out to him.
That's fun. Would you put that in the same category as Flat Earth?
Yeah.
Would you?
You had him on your show too, and I don't know if he said the same thing for you, but he told me he thinks COVID's fake. Not fake, but he thinks it's like overdone and phony.
Dude, yeah, he threw me off so bad. Like, he threw me off when he's like, I don't wear a mask. I haven't wore a mask this whole thing. And I was just like, what? I've never heard anybody say that ever in my life.
Oh my God. I have a family member like that, and he's the only person I know who does that, and I still think, what the fuck, bro? Just put a mask on. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. And like the flat earth conspiracy, it's not harming anybody, so I didn't care too much. But then he went on rants like that. He started saying climate change is fake and all that stuff, and that's why I was like, now that part I don't like.
Global warming.
Yeah. Which I don't get, because if the earth is flat and Antarctica surrounds everything, like in the flat earth theory, wouldn't you especially not want global warming? Because if all that ice melts, then we're especially fucked.
I don't think they think it through that much.
You don't think the earth is flat?
No, the flat earthers, I don't think they think it through that much to realize that happened.
I asked him that, and then he just like brushed it off and kept going. There's quite a few of those. It's like the strategy of like a question comes up, you give it like small acknowledgement, but then you move in this whole new direction, so you already forgot what the original question was.
You okay, Gil?
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm
what are you
good.
looking at?
I'm looking at sorry, I think the edible's hitting me now, so I'm starting to see stuff. No, I'm joking. I'm fixing this thing, man. Damn. I'm like ill prepared today. It's all
Slacking.
good. Huh?
Yeah, it's all good. I said slacking, but it's all good.
No, it's all good. Yeah. Just one more thing. Well, we're on right now, so it's all good. Keep chatting.
I was
I like
just
this
going to ask, were we actually
this
live now?
flatter thing. What was that?
I was just going to ask, are we actually live now?
Yeah, we're live.
I think we started like, did we start when you started speaking, Gil, or was it like before then we already started?
We started when I opened up the thing.
Wait, so even when I was saying I can hear myself when I press the button?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you lied. Oh shit.
No, I'm lying again.
Oh, okay, bet. I was like, wow, that's interesting. People hear me talk about how I can hear myself now, and now I can't for like 5 minutes.
It's all meta. It's meta month.
Meta. I just guessed on a podcast called Meta World Peace. No, Thief, because he knocked off Meta World Peace's name.
How was that?
For that.
Wait,
Yeah, it's chill.
what kind of podcast was that? I mean, if it's named.
Very similar to yours. You two should collab, actually.
Really?
When I'm on his show.
I don't think it's really a collab. I think it's just more of generally like I have guests on. Like, how do you define a collaboration between two artists or two podcasts? Like, what would be the definition?
I say, like you said, like
if you think about it, well, what's the definition?
When it's multiple people in the same field, that's what I think is collab. So if you have like two song artists, it's a collab. If you have like two podcasters, it's a collab.
That's a good point,
Really?
actually.
But if you have like yeah, right. If you have somebody off the street, then I don't think collab.
Oh, really? I don't know. I think I'm more along the lines of it's just two podcasters on one show. I don't know.
Yeah, innocent way to
Maybe.
look at it.
I don't know. What about you, Brian? I think I'm just making it just really simple and less harmful to me as possible. What do you think, Brian?
I think if you look at my show, it'd actually be the easiest way to work it out. So when I have a musician on, I think it'd be more that I have a guest on. But when I've like yourselves on, it's more like a collab, because we're both podcasters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the really simple way to look at it.
I played myself.
Because I wouldn't say I'm collabing with a musician. Because the first thing I think of then is we're both making music, but we're not, So I'm having them as a guest on my show. But with a podcaster, I'd say I am collabing because we both talk.
If like the musician plays you an intro that you can use then that would be a collab.
True. And if any future guests want to do that, I'm open to it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
One of my friends who's in a band did my outro, and like I would consider that a collab, and it's just like helpful because then you don't have to go off Google and find those knockoff beats or whatever. Who's the best musician you've had on your show though?
You see, I always hate questions like that, and what I hate as well is writing the intro for each new episode because I'm like, right, I want to say this is the best, but then like every other guest I've had, they're going to be like, fuck you. Wait, can we swear when we're live?
Yeah.
Well, I just did. You can't edit
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, yeah. But, we'll get to Bill's story after.
What story?
It depends what you mean by best. Best musician, best guest. I have a couple of favorites myself, but then there's ones I feel different about. There was an episode with Eliza Hava. I really enjoyed that episode, and I felt like we really clicked. And I actually I actually forgot that I was recording an episode. You know, I just really got wrapped up in the conversation. There is an episode coming out in 3 weeks' time, and it's a band that I actually loved when I was younger. And I can't wait for people to hear that. I'm really excited about that, and I think it'll be one of the best. But at the same time, it was kind of like,
So
I
you
can't
like
believe
the
I'm actually
first
getting to
one
talk to
because like
these
it's just
guys,
such a good
you know?
conversation, but then you like this recent one because they're like a bigger name.
Yeah, so I think there's just two avenues that you can think what the best, I guess, or
good
best
point.
episode is. Like there's tiers. Like, is it the best conversation? Was it most informal? Was it most fun? You know what I mean? Like, I have a favorite episode? I don't have a favorite episode right now.
Well, it's obviously this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously this
the
one.
live one.
Yeah. Best content.
Anything with Bill and Bryan, I think, is takes the top
Yeah,
gold.
of course.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
I know they're probably watching right now. Fuck you. Unsubscribe. No, don't. if you're listening right now, just go to the bell, hit
Your
the
other
bell,
guests are
hit the
gonna be
notifications,
tweeting right now.
and follow or subscribe. Whatever YouTube does, right? It's subscribe. Okay, I'm still getting used to it.
I think YouTube subscribe.
Yeah,
But I get that with the guests. Like in my description, I want to say I had a great time, but then like another episode with this guest, and then the next episode, I had a really good time, or like I don't know, like whatever I word it.
Really good time.
Yeah.
By the end of the season,
I had a beneficial time. Such as making new terms. I had an equilibrium time.
Equilibrium time.
Yeah, like I don't know, just random words because I don't want like a past guest to see that or somebody to think, oh, this person's better than this person.
It's kind of a tricky avenue, really. You don't want to upset anyone, but you want to make sure that people know it's a really good episode.
You know how to get away from that, I think, is to make every post very personal to the guest or to that episode. Once you make it personal and special within that person, like you can't top that. Even if it's personally like on another post with another guest, it's going to be personal, and it's going to, I don't know, like it there's no tears, and it just washes everything else away. It's not like this person's better than this person. It was just like this guest or this episode was perfect in its own way.
That's smart. Makes sense. That's better than my strategy. I just blocked all my past guests.
That's why you have like 3 followers right now.
If I block them all, I don't have to worry about that.
Oh yeah, that's a good strategy. Okay, all right.
No.
Well, Bryan. Next thing we look, and we're both blocked and unfollowed. By the way,
I'll do that right now. Actually, they send an email. Oh, thanks for having me on the show. I had a great time. It gives you that automatic. Sorry, this user has blocked you.
Yeah.
You ever feel a little upset if you don't get that email?
You'd be upset if you don't get blocked?
No, did you ever feel a little upset if you don't get that thank you email, or feel like the episode didn't go as well as you'd hoped?
I always send an email to my guests saying, hey, thanks for coming out. Had a great time. And like I do word it, like I don't just do the same scripted thing. But my most recent one, copy and paste.
But the logo just changed the date.
Exactly. No, I can't do that. But some of my past guests haven't responded then, saying, "Oh, thanks for having me" or anything, and I'm a little bit like, I enjoyed that one. I thought it was a good episode. What happened? But then you have other guests who like will respond and like promote everywhere and do a lot of stuff, and it's like, okay, see, I don't have favorites, but that moved you up a little bit.
When they emailed you back?
Yeah.
No, some like I sent an email saying thanks for coming out to the show.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, some won't email me back, others will,
Oh,
and tell me they're promoting it and stuff like that. So
got it.
exactly.
I think yeah, even with the promotion, like if you're on a show with somebody, I would say like if I was on somebody's show, like I would I promote them like all week, like even when the episode drops, or even like weeks like later down the road, like I still, because I want to drive people to that podcast, but especially you want to drive them to the one that you're on, right? To give yourself the most exposure. So
Definitely.
promoting
And-
is a huge factor, especially in podcasting and when you're networking with other podcasters too.
And that's kind of like that other specializing each episode, because I post promote, and then I have podcasts I guess on that I enjoy more than others. So like in one post it'll say, "Oh, I had a great job, 3 fire emojis, exclamation point." And then the next one I don't like the same, so it's like, well, I can't just say I had a good time.
Oh.
So that's like, how do I word
you
it?
Can if you had a good, just be honest.
I guess so. Like, I have a whole story thing of prior features, so I got like what is it? Fun and style, 3 fire emojis. Wait, where's yours? Yours is here when I last appeared. Oh, here's one where I just do a GIF, but like nothing else. Oh wait, I didn't post yours. I haven't posted yours yet. I have to do that.
Well, it's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, but oh, it is. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I haven't posted it.
Yeah.
Good.
Sure. Well, it was a
Ooh,
couple of
mirrors.
weeks ago, so and that's another tricky part too, is if you're pre-recording like weeks out in advance, it's hard. I don't know, at least for me, to promote, but that's if you have like your own like content calendar and you're planning on promoting. That's one piece of the puzzle that I still have to figure out, is promotion.
I think you're fairly good at promotion.
For me, it's
at the
hard.
moment.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's
With your
yeah.
background and stuff, like your
Mhm.
Instagram posts, all that.
Yeah, well, it's getting better now. Yeah, especially that we went to Mindbuzz Media, I think, and I have other people helping me out with stuff. Not just joking. It's just my many personalities. I think that's what it is.
You take enough LSD that you start talking to other yous.
That'd be some psycho shit, but
It's like
yeah,
that movie Split.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That happened to one of my friends, actually. I just remembered. He, was it DMT? I don't think it was DMT, but he told me he was like wicked high on some crazy drug. And he was like in a
Fentanyl?
room. Yeah, fentanyl. He OD'd on it.
No.
No, I'm kidding. No, fentanyl's like,
Oh,
that's the
okay.
bad one.
Yeah, that's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. He was on like just wicked LSD, or maybe it was DMT. I don't think it was DMT. But he was in a room talking to a bunch of other hymns. Yeah. And they were like dissecting him, so he was trying to like, he was talking to himself, figuring out his own inner issues, and like he was able to solve it through talking to himself.
Wait, this was on fentanyl? It wasn't on like any type of
No.
psychedelic?
Not fentanyl, it was on like LSD or DMT.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, you can do that with fentanyl?
No, you
Like,
just
no
fucking
wonder people are overdosing. Jeez.
you just take fentanyl and you overdose.
Right? I don't know.
But yeah, no,
that's,
it's a hallucinogenic, and I just forgot which one.
Oh, it was? I don't know. I don't see that on DMT because, well, I've never done it, but just from like stories, and I looked it up too. It's about like a 5 to 8 minute trip. It doesn't last very long. It's like salvia. If you tried salvia.
Bryan, have you?
No, I haven't.
Not at your concerts?
No, I've always had a bit of a fear of hallucinogens. I don't know why.
They're not for everybody, dude. They're not for everybody. Like it's sometimes it's frightening.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. I was afraid of seeing some nasty shit or something that scare me for life.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, except DMT. I do want to try that one. Just because it lasts like 10 minutes. It seems interesting. Unless you break through. That I hear, if you break through, I hear it feels like an infinite amount of time. So that's a bit longer than 15 minutes.
You think that's what Jim Morrison was talking about? Break through onto the other side?
I think he was actually talking about...
Bill, have you heard that song? Yeah, I don't think... Have you heard it?
No, I didn't get that reference.
Really?
Oh, okay. Brian, you did.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, it's one of like their famous songs. Break on through. Dang. Okay. All right, Bill.
Whose favorite famous song?
It's by The Doors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if I heard it, because I'm bad with like names.
I wish I could play music on here.
You'll start singing it.
What?
You have the Roadcaster. You gotta figure out how to press the buttons and like get certain songs.
I can do that, but you can't play music on here. Especially this is going on audio too. So I don't know. Yeah. Spotify has Brian, what app do you use to put Spotify on your stuff?
It's the hosting site Anchor, so it's linked through that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Spotify bought out Anchor, I think. Spotify bought out Anchor, I think. So like they're owned by the same thing.
Yeah, basically. But it couldn't be simpler. You literally just click a button, search for the song, and there you go.
How much did you get for that ad?
I can't be telling you that.
Those are secrets, Bill. You don't go up to a woman and ask Victoria's Secret. Can't do that.
I do every day.
Do you?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. What color are your panties? No. That's some fucking creep shit, dude.
That's a weird pickup line.
That's some Gil drunk in an Uber kind of stuff that you're trying to pull up.
Oh yeah, you said some story like that. That's right. You were hitting on the driver.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was in my drinking days. I don't drink anymore. Yeah,
that's too bad.
Well, I stopped that after. I stopped that after my DUI. I think after the DUI, I was just like, whoa, all right, I need to chill.
How much was did they give you breathalyzer?
No, I refused.
And you still got DUI?
That's why they took me in. They took me in because I refused. I think when you refuse, they take you to the police station and do a blood test, which is way worse than a breathalyzer.
Oh, so better off not refusing.
No, it's just comply. I think that's the best thing to do. Or no. How about this? How about not drink and drive at all? That's there's one.
That'll be a start.
Nah, that's not possible. That's a bad solution.
but dude, I was thinking about the drinking and driving. I think some people like it. Like, if you have like 3 or 4 DUIs, there's got to be a problem or issue, or your excitement factor is like way up, that you have to get drunk and get inside of a moving vehicle. I think there's some joy that comes from it.
Or you got that midnight you up text.
Yeah, but are you drunk every time? Like at midnight?
I'm drunk every time during the day. I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk.
Functioning alcoholism.
No, but that's a real thing, dude. Did you know Nixon and Donald Trump, they were the only presidents that didn't drink alcohol? But I'm pretty sure that they had like fentanyl and cocaine and stuff.
Wow, I didn't know that. But yeah, I heard don't a lot of presidents have something in their drawer that keeps them awake because it's such a stressful job, like
They have
fentanyl or
something
something.
in their. They have something in their drawer.
I heard like CVS you can get it over the counter, but if you like take it or like I want to say snort it, but if you take it, it gives you like energy. That a lot of them use.
Have you tried Kratom?
What's that?
Kratom. It's like a leafy. Hold on, let me Google it because I've done an episode on Kratom before.
Kratom drug fact.
Yeah. Yeah, it's grown in Southeast Asia.
And what is it, like an opioid? Not an opioid.
No,
yeah, what is it, like coke?
Okay, so here's the thing, like in it's both. Like in a small, when you take it in a small amount, it becomes a stimulant. But when you take it in a larger quantities, it becomes like it's relaxing, and most people use it for like a sedation.
Interesting.
But it's legal.
It's legal. You can counter.
Yeah, you can buy it at like a farmer's market.
Kind of like caffeine.
Yeah, well, it's basically caffeine.
Yeah, dang, I'm about to get into that. No.
No, it's good. Well, might as well get it while it's legal. I mean,
get wild hots.
Well, not sativa. That's a type of weed. What was that fucking thing that we were talking about? Salvia. That's fucking crazy. Have you done that?
I haven't. No.
No. That one's fucking wicked. Weird.
That's like the hallucinogenic, right? Because I forget that one.
Yeah. That's the one that they like had in smoke shops and stuff.
Wait, legal?
Yeah, but this was like years ago though.
Oh, it's illegal now though.
No, I don't know actually.
In Oregon, it is.
Oh yeah.
But everywhere else.
Have you done that, Bryan?
No.
Salvia?
No, I haven't.
No.
Don't you smoke pot.
Don't do
everybody.
Don't do it. Don't. How is it? So it's like completely illegal in Ireland.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Very
completely like.
Very tight laws around drugs in Ireland.
Really?
Yeah. It's there's lots of people campaigning though to get more like you guys. You can't even get it from a doctor or anything, or medicinal marijuana.
Yeah,
or
so it's like completely like nothing. Like Well, I mean,
is it looking better? Like, are they taking steps at least, or in the foreseeable future? Do you see anything?
Not in the near future, anyway. Every couple of months, there'll be a story coming out saying they're considering it, but I don't think they really are. Not the government that's in now, because they're very anti-drug.
Do you like your government?
I'd say.
How's the government there? Do you like your government?
No, not at all. They're just a bunch of
cartoon. They're a bunch of cartoon-looking motherfuckers. I'm trying to
think of the nicest.
Bryan.
Yeah, exactly. I was telling Gil that our Taoiseach, which is our Prime Minister, looks like Mr. Burns.
Wait, that's the old guy with the he has a dog, right?
Yeah, they're just
Burmese Mountain.
No, that's our president.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he's supposed to be chill. People
he
like him.
Like Yeah, he's very nice, but he's more just like a figurehead. He has no actual power, you know. It's the Taoiseach that runs the country. But yeah, they're just really incompetent and if they can fuck up, they
Wait,
will
so
fuck up.
okay, so we have a president, we have Congress, we have senators and lawmakers or whatever, the congressmen. How would you describe it? How would you describe your government structure to somebody that doesn't know? Like, for instance, me. Like, what's the describe it to me? Like, is it just
So-
one person? Is it kind of like a parliament?
No, it's a party, and yeah, it's like a parliament, and
Okay.
one party will be empowered. Leader of that party will be Taoiseach. We have a Senate, but I don't really know what they do. They're not really like the Senate
It's
in
okay.
America.
We don't know what they do either here.
They don't do
They
anything.
tell us no. They raise taxes, and they tell us no on all the stuff that can actually help people. But go on.
Yeah, we have TDs, which is like your local representative that will sit in the Dáil, and if you have any issues in your area, you go to them and they'll try bring it up in the Dáil, but realistically, you're not going anywhere. Our old Taoiseach, so three parties actually are in power in like a joint thing, but they actually didn't win the last election. So a party called Sinn Féin got more votes, but because they didn't put forward enough TDs to sit in the Dáil, they didn't get to become into power. So the other three parties joined forces to have enough seats to be for the leadership, and they run the country now. But they're taking turns on who's going to be the Taoiseach. So at the moment it's Micheál Martin. It was Leo Varadkar. And when he was Taoiseach, he used to be a doctor now before he was a politician. When he was Taoiseach, he gave government files to his friend who was a doctor. That it was government files on, I think, something to do with COVID and doctors and hospitals, stuff like that he shouldn't have had anyway. It was basically like insider trading. He gave it to his friend who was a doctor, and he's being quizzed up by the cops about it now at the moment. But like, it's full of corruption. You know, there's always stuff like that going on. There was a thing called Golfgate where every day the government were telling us like, stay inside, don't go more than 5 kilometers. Actually, at the time, I think it was 2 kilometers from your house. No social gatherings, nothing, no sports. And at the same time, all the members of government had this big party in a golf club, and they were all photoed at it and everything. So there was a big scandal over it, and a couple of the politicians just went into hiding for.
Whoa! So they were telling everybody to stay inside while they were golfing.
About 3 months. I think one or two of them got fired, but
they had a big
more
party.
just for show than
What did
anything
they
else.
expect too? Like, obviously it's gonna leak.
Yeah.
I'm really not making Ireland look good, am I?
That's kind of like Pelosi. I think it was. Was it her who got the haircut and people got
Yeah,
like
they had
pissed
a big
about
party,
that?
a big dinner party at a golf club.
I don't know. It's probably.
It was something, but we had a few politicians who like did some like
they were stupid
things here
enough
and
to-
there, and yeah, people got nuts over it.
Yeah,
But that's
exactly.
like
Well, the worst one is at least from California is when Gavin Newsom, he had all these restaurants closed, but I guess he's like a part owner of like one winery that stood open.
I think I heard of that one.
Yeah. So like right now, which is fucking crazy right now, dude, because he's gonna be recalled, or they're in the process of recalling him as governor, and Caitlyn Jenner is gonna run for governor of California. She's on the race. She's officially on the race now.
Wow, I heard about that like the other
And
day.
you know,
yeah.
Bruce Jenner has never lost a race, so we'll see how everything goes
That's a good one.
in California.
Yeah. Didn't Arnold Schwarzenegger come out and approve her yesterday?
Did he?
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like he did and he didn't. He was saying that like it's great that she's running, but anybody could run and anyone can win.
That's what he said.
Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, come on, look at this guy.
Like, mm,
Didn't he become a governor or something?
He was governor of California. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
So maybe he doesn't want to get involved, I guess, or like pick a side.
probably not. He was governor for a good while as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he did 2 terms. Yeah.
So he is liked. I know the Andrew Yang one in New York's like the other one people are looking at.
Anna Yang, what's her deal?
No, Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
What's his deal? What's
Yeah,
their
I think
deal? Let me get my pronouns right.
No, he's a guy. He ran for president, but he lost, and now he's going for mayor in New York City, I think.
Oh yeah, because what's his face? Fucker. Was it Andrew Cuomo? Andrew Cuomo?
I
He's
forgot
gonna
the
be
first name, but
recalled
yeah.
also.
Yeah, because I think the thing with him was they were lying about the numbers or something happened where a bunch of old people were dying in the nursing homes because he didn't want the numbers to look bad or something.
Yeah, but what strikes me is like, dude, like this is reality. This is really happening to like your city. This is happening to your state. Why?
And what's nuts about it too is I heard about this when the Democratic primary was going on, and everybody wanted him to run, and he was like the favorite to win if he ran. And like my neighbors would tell me, "Oh, I like him, pick him because we can unite around him." And I was telling people like, "No, look at this, what's going on." And now it's like finally coming to surface. Like now, like, oh, now you all would have been upset you picked him or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Look at. Hold on, I see it right here. No, well, about Andrew Cuomo, I guess hiding nursing home death tolls. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh, this is recent, dude.
Yeah, it's coming out recent, but it's been around for like a while. Like it happened like back when COVID first started.
Yeah, plus this shit, and then all the sexual allegations that he's getting too. Fuck. Hey, you're fucked, dude.
And like his brother works for CNN, I think. And like so then on the media he would get this creative, like he would get these easy questions asked to him. He looked great because his brother was like with the whole network. Got positive coverage, everything.
Yeah, Chris Cuomo.
Yep. So yeah, basically, no matter what country you're in, the government's fucked.
Yeah.
I like how you both said yeah at the same time too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least America does it in style, I think. We make it a little bit more entertaining. Like they know that they're fucking with us, true. But that's why they're having fun.
Yeah. That's like the Democratic side, they'll like fuck you, but like no, we're good. The Republicans, they're like, we'll fuck you, and hey everybody, look, we're fucking you.
Yeah. And you know what, California? There you go. Here you go. Caitlyn Jenner. There's your new governor. Enjoy that. Enjoy that for the next 4 years.
Do you think it'll really happen?
It could. I mean, I could, but there's one thing. She's running for a Republican, as a Republican, for governor. Yeah, which is that's strange in itself. And plus, California is a predominantly Democratic state. But we've had Republican governors before, so there's no, I don't think there's any significance in it. And either way, depending if you're Republican or Democratic governor, you're passing on the toll. You know what I mean? Like you're not there to fucking change things. You're there just to maintain them how they are. Whether you're red or blue, man or woman.
Yep, definitely. That's where in America things have gone very far to the right in the sense that like Republicans push it to the right, and then the Democrats say we're going to go left, but they just do the same things, and it doesn't actually go anywhere.
Dude, you know what has struck me, at least this year? Well, not even this year. Like all of Donald Trump's presidency. How? I was just talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. That bless you.
Thank you,
Bill. And I was talking to him about this the other day, that how mainstream conspiracies are now. Like before, you wouldn't even think about a news person talk about like, oh, they're under. Well, this politician's going along with this narrative and this conspiracy, the conspiracy to this, blah, blah, blah. I've never heard them before. Like, I've never heard them even acknowledge that there were conspiracies against the government or for the government before Donald Trump.
Yeah, and
which is fascinating.
There's a bunch of people running on like QAnon, like they're up front saying, "Hey, I'm QAnon, vote for me," and some of them are winning.
What? Really?
Yeah, like small, like local governors or mayors or whatever. Yeah. Like that's the platform they run on and win with.
Yeah. Well, that's democracy, dude.
I guess so.
The majority wins, right?
I guess so. I mean, it's good that everybody gets a vote too, but if everybody starts voting for QAnon or anything like that, I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But what do you do? Take everybody's voting away? No, you can't do that.
This is why the Q kind of rubs me the wrong way. You kind of took the conspiracies that I love to talk about, and there's just so much content and so much to learn aside from the regular stuff, or the regular books, or the regular news outlets that you watch. There's something with conspiracies, and there's something with secret societies that just tugs on you, that just that holds you at night, in the middle of the night when nobody's around, but now these guys are coming in, and I think they're just fucking it all up for everybody. It's like, dude, like, yeah, there's conspiracies, but I mean, come on, the stuff that you're saying is just fucking, I don't know, it could be outrageous, but then again, I don't know.
Yeah. It's like it's the basis where you take like the truth and then you take your own narrative with it, like the QAnon one when it's like, no, like conspiracies, MK Ultra would have sounded crazy. That one in San Francisco where they put the bacteria to like test out how much it spreads and killed a bunch or fucked a bunch of people's lungs. Like that sounds crazy, but again, both of those were true.
Midnight Climax too. Remember that one with the hookers?
What is that one again? I forget.
Yeah, that was Midnight Climax. Brian, do you know that one?
No.
Okay, so that's when I think it was like 1968, late 60s. The CIA had prostitutes, ladies of the night in San Francisco, that they used to give them LSD, and they had the hookers would drug their johns to see if they were able to not control their minds, but to, I guess, persuade them to see how they would be in like a questioning setting.
Wow. I can't remember that. So like Cardi B.
What?
She didn't do LSD, but she roofied people, yeah.
Did she really?
Yeah.
The fuck? When was this?
This was like a year ago it came out, but nobody really cared too much.
Damn,
Yeah, she used to
I
roofie
care.
people and then take their wallet.
No, it bugs me though.
WAP. She's getting WAP and then fucking.
No, it bugs me though. If a guy came out and said
who
he
did?
done that, there'd be uproar.
Oh yeah,
But she
Oh,
said
yeah.
it and there was nothing.
yeah.
If a guy came out and said that he
Yeah.
did that,
There'd
like,
be fucking
war.
hashtags and
But
movements.
you know, she was almost applauded.
Companies made up
Mm,
different trials. Damn, so she was me tooing men.
yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I'm appalled.
Yeah.
She said
I'm
she's
offended.
Yeah, right. Imagine me one of those guys. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what? No, not that. Not because she didn't do that to me. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like that's fucked up. I mean, to the other guys.
That's
Why
what I'm
would
saying.
she? But why would she roofie them?
Oh no, to take
Bryan?
their wallets.
To take their wallets?
Yeah, take their money.
Mm.
Oh,
I think it was like she went in the back rooms or like something with them, and then yeah, she'd roofie them and just take the money out of their wallets and leave.
kind of like that Jennifer Lopez movie. I forgot. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Yeah, it's like Magic Girls or something. I gotta look this up. Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, it's a group of dancers, I guess, in New York. It's a true story too. It's a group of dancers that I guess during like what happened, the stock market crash in 2008. So they lost all their business from that, from like all the Wall Street guys' business. So they came up with this plan to like roofie people and transfer money from their bank accounts into like some off the wall bank account place. Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude. It was a movie. I seen this on seen it last year.
That does sound familiar. I kind of do want to see that now.
Yeah, it's what
Was Sandra Bullock in it?
was it Sandra Bullock? I don't know. No, I think you're thinking of Miss Congeniality. No, I don't know. Jennifer Lopez. Hooker movie, prostitute movie. No, dance movie.
How do we team up, and who do we have to roofie for our podcast to become bigger?
Joe Rogan.
Are you Googling that?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, here we go. Hustlers. That's what it's called. Yeah. Hustlers is a 2019 American crime drama film written and directed by Lorene Scafaria, based on New York Magazine's 2015 article, Hustlers. The Hustlers. Yeah.
I don't know if that's even hustling. That's just like
Yeah, they're
robbery.
strippers. Yeah, they weren't prostitutes, they're strippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect the grind though.
But they were getting fucking thousands of dollars, dude.
Yes.
Oh, Cardi B was in that movie too. I forgot. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait, hold on. Damn, that's
It's a bit on the
that's a
nose.
coincidence. Maybe she got that from the movie, or maybe the movie was about her.
Is it two documentaries in one? You got the Cardi B
Right.
plot, and then you got the Wall Street plot.
Yeah. Yeah. WAP. What did you think about that song? Honestly.
It's a bop.
Bryan? It's a bop.
Yeah.
What did you think of that song, Bryan? Honestly.
I can't
Talk to me.
disagree. Wouldn't be my type, but if it came on the radio, I wouldn't turn it over.
Have you heard the lyrics? Have you read the lyrics? They're
I haven't went out of my way now to read the lyrics, but I've heard a couple of them. It's fairly
made me
extreme.
uncomfortable.
Really? Would you like
Yeah.
to talk about it?
Therapist
No,
session.
no,
Mm.
no, but it was, I don't know. for it being really sexual, it was kind of cool because it was Cardi B. It was like another woman being sexual about a man. I think that's why it was cool in its own art form. You know what I mean? But then again, if you flip the switch and say if a man would sing those lyrics about a woman, would you say would it be different? Probably not, because if you think about I don't know, like I really don't listen to bands that come out of like now, I guess you could say. Or I mean, are they exploiting women the same way that she exploited a man in that song? I don't know.
I hear guys say like similar lyrics. I think it's like the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bill would know. If you listen to hip hop and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. This is your question.
Yeah, no, they say stuff like that, and it's kind of like music's a form of art, and artwork you can literally draw like pornography and then sell it for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if it's art, I think you're allowed to say like anything.
Yeah. But when does it become infringing on other people's rights? I think that's where, here we go. We're getting to the meat of the conversation, because when it becomes, okay, there's an art, but where's the line between, okay, this is not art anymore, it's infringing on other people's rights.
Well, also, is podcasting a form of art? Because then I would say the media depends. So like right now, could I say whatever I wanted to?
Yeah.
Could. But could I?
Yeah, that's true. Like, where's the line? Where's the invisible line at?
I don't know. I asked the radio, like after 10 o'clock, I asked them and I gave examples like what can I say, and they say anything. So I was like, the most extreme came in my head. I'm like, can I say I hate and strong R, like the strong N bomb ER? And they're like, yeah, you could say that. So you do have the freedom to say what you want. Now, am I going to do that? No. Because that's how you get like canceled or something. So you could do.
So technically you can't say it.
Yeah.
Well, you can say anything that you want. Anybody can say anything that they want. But and what if like you don't really I don't know, then why would you say it? Like, why would you say something and not mean it?
You have to be prepared to deal with the consequences
too. I mean, a lot of artists, I feel like that's a thing where like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something comes up and they're like, oh, I meant it for that time, but I don't mean it now, or something. Yeah. And like, well, if you said it, you meant it. But the same thing with like people being drunk. Like, oh, I said that thing, I was really drunk, I didn't mean to say that. It's like, some people say being drunk just brings out the truth.
Damn. And I'm an asshole.
Yeah, to that Uber driver.
No. That was a lot of beer though. But even, I mean, the same with, I guess it's the same with podcasting. But I mean, it's just another form of expressing yourself.
Yeah, another art.
Depending on what that art is. Like, I guess there's a strong line, and it's an unwritten rule, I guess, about when you talk to people, I guess.
I had this guest way back who he was in, like, I think I told you this, ugly artist, but did I bring that up before? I don't think I did with either of you. Yeah, so he's an ugly artist, as in he makes art that's deliberately ugly, but he's like really good. So like really good at making this ugly art. And one of the things I asked him too is like, remember that banana with duct tape on it that sold for like $1 million or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, is that art?
Art is subjective, though.
I mean,
yeah,
it is.
true.
The fact that you're able to sell it at that price and you just did that, for that reason, I think I would consider it art because it's almost artwork how you were able to
Yeah.
hustle the industry like that.
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know. What is art anyways? Like, how do you define art? If an alien came down right now and said, if you don't define art, I'm gonna beam your fucking brains out. Like, what do you
I'd be
say?
getting beamed anyway.
How do you explain art to somebody that doesn't know what that is?
Brian, I'll let you take that one.
Thanks.
How would you do that, Brian?
I don't know.
What would you tell them?
I think I'd actually be getting beamed in about 10 seconds. That's a really tough question.
You're waiting for the beam.
Yeah.
You're waiting for the beam. I'd be like,
It
you know
is,
what?
though,
I'd probably flip them off and be like, you see this? This is art. Shoot me.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like like Hank in Breaking Bad when he talks to Mr. White, he says, "You're the smartest person and you're also the dumbest person. He made up his mind 10 minutes ago of what he wants to do to me." And then he gets shot in the fucking back of the head. That was fucking crazy. Did you guys watch Breaking Bad?
I did, but a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
was just going to say that was a couple of years ago.
I found out about Breaking Bad like last year, and I've already watched the series like from like beginning to end like twice.
Did you watch Better Call Saul?
No.
Highly recommend.
I try to. Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, that show's great.
I try to watch El Camino. I guess it was gonna be like the story after with Jesse, but I think I watched like the first 10 minutes and then I fell asleep. Better Call Saul.
I thought that was good.
Ooh.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah, El Camino. I thought it was very good.
Really? What was the premise? Like, what was it about?
It's just about him trying to get out of the city.
Oh, that's it?
And find a way out, you know?
Is it a whole, is it a movie or is it just
Yeah, it's a movie. It's basically just catching him up with him after he escapes from that hole he was in. And trying to find a way out of the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, did you see it, Bill?
Well, did you watch the shit that they fucking did to that guy was fucking crazy. Which the shock in that series was freaking immaculate. Especially when Todd goes to Jesse's girlfriend's house and fucking shoots her in front of him. That was a fucked up part. Spoiler alerts.
Is that the movie or TV show? Damn.
That's a TV show, dude.
I really remember that part.
I remember. I thought his girlfriend overdosed, and she like, and what's his name?
Jane. Jane, she overdosed, and Mr. White actually was looking at her fucking dying. So there was that. But Adriana, I think it was Andrea, was Jesse's girlfriend before, and she had the son. Remember, she had the little boy that Mr. White poisoned. But anyways, yeah, Todd like calls her. He calls her like he goes up to the door, he knocks on it, right, and he's like, "Hey, it's me, it's Jesse's friend." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, "Well, I have Jesse with me. Do you want to see him? He's in the car." So right when she walks out onto the porch, and Jesse's looking from across the street, and he's tied up, he's fucking screaming and shit. And Todd fucking raises the fucking gun and kablam in the back of the head, right in front of Jesse on the porch. Yeah,
Poor
that was
Jesse.
it was intense. It was intense. Like after that, I was like, "Fuck!" Like my stomach hurt. I was like, "How more fucked up can this fucking series be?"
He gets the short end of the straw, like that whole series.
Yeah, this whole fucking life, dude.
Yeah.
Well, is there light at the end of the tunnel in El Camino, or is he just fucked throughout that whole movie too?
He, I wouldn't call it a happy ending. He gets an ending. You see a lot more to do with
Really?
his parents and a bit more about his background.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool.
So it's
You
like a
understand
backstory
him a
now.
bit more.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, it's very good, especially if you liked his character in the TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
kind of
my
an
favorite.
asshole. Yeah,
Yeah, he's my favorite. He's dope.
really.
Yeah.
I think Mr. White was my favorite.
You said
Walter.
Jesse's kind of an asshole? Mr. White was a wicked asshole. What you mean?
No, I think, okay, this is why Jesse was an asshole, because he fucking went to the cops. I think that's why he was an asshole. Because he started working with Hank. And I was think about this, dude. If he didn't go to the police, or if he didn't go to the DEA, Hank would have never got involved. I mean, excuse me, Hank, well, I don't know. Like, okay, so if Jesse didn't go to the DEA, the meeting would never happened, and Walter wouldn't call those fucking racist guys to come and fucking shoot everybody. So in terms like that, I think Jesse got Hank killed. It wasn't Walter. So Jesse's an asshole.
I think that just makes him making a mistake, or maybe not smart.
Yeah.
Versus being an asshole.
No, he's an asshole. Walter. Well, Walter.
Right.
Everybody's an asshole in that movie. Even Walter's son. What's his name? Flynn. Flynn, you're an asshole.
Yeah, he's the biggest asshole of them all. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah, he wants his dad around. Like, what the fuck's wrong with him?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bastard.
Yeah.
His dad tried to give him fucking $10 million and he fucking refused it. He's an asshole.
I really couldn't stand the wife.
She was
bugged me.
Yeah.
Wicked asshole.
Yeah.
Because she like complains and stuff, but then she still goes along with him, and I remember she like lies a lot to, like, I want to say her sister, or I forget, but she does shit that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Well, she went to...
Then she slept with that guy she worked for.
Dude, that shit was hilarious when he runs away, he trips on the rug and breaks his neck.
Wait, who did that again?
Yeah, that actually was funny.
Todd. It was no, not him. Ted. His name was Ted. Beneke.
What?
Ted Beneke.
He tripped.
He trips and he freaking bashes his head in. That was funny. Did he? No, I think he did die.
He didn't die though, did he?
I see a picture of him in a hospital bed with like a whole thing.
Yeah,
Did he?
He ended up in the hospital, but I think he died like later on
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
in
of.
the series after that. And then that's when Walter finds out about... Oh, no, I think Walter already knew that his wife was fucking her boss.
I don't even remember his character. I gotta rewatch it. I don't even remember his character. I don't remember too much. I just remember pizza on a roof.
My partner actually went to go see the house in New Mexico. That there's a Breaking Bad tour that you can go on, and they take you like to the car wash, they take you to the house, and then they take you another other places in Albuquerque, but that's really a house in Albuquerque.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and people throw pizza on the roof.
Mm.
Yeah, no, they really do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but that was a good pizza. See the size on that thing?
Yeah, it was huge.
I want to sit
think
on
it
that roof and just catch the pizzas and like eat them.
Yeah.
Imagine living in that house. You'd have free pizza for life.
Is dinner ready? Hold on, let me go on the roof real quick. Oh, this one's got pepperoni. Oh, shit.
Oh man.
Wait for the next one.
Wait for the next one, guys.
Yeah.
Make a damn quesadilla first, and then wait. I would go to the car wash. The car wash would be my thing to go.
I would go
get a car
to
wash.
what's that restaurant? The chicken one?
Pollos Hermanos.
Yes, I would go
Oh.
right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I'd look for the blue meth in the beans to see if there's anything in there. To check.
Yeah, isn't there like a code, like if you say something to the cashier, they know like, hey, I'm here to buy drugs?
No, he never sold any drugs out of Pollos Hermanos. It was just that was a laundering, yeah, and distribution too, because when they had the huge lab that was underneath that big laundry chemical business that they were doing, the trucks, the Pollos Hermanos trucks, will drive there, pick up the meth, and then distribute it to all the other Pollos Hermanos locations. So I guess in a sense that the restaurant was used for like distributing purposes, but not really like business buying drugs from a chicken place. I don't think so.
Gotcha. You know what
Yeah.
the craziest scene of that whole show is that I remember?
What?
Remember in the hospital, the guy who can only move his arm, he's in the wheelchair, and the owner of Pollos Lomanos, I forget his name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the bomb goes off. You see him walk out of that room. He readjusts his tie, and then the camera pans around.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I'm first thinking like, how the hell did he survive this? And then when you see the skull, I almost like almost puked. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that show's crazy.
He got him. Yeah.
Yeah. The guy in the wheelchair was Hector Salamanca, and I forgot what the other guy his fuck, I forgot. But he's like the biggest. Yeah, he was the biggest crime boss. And then fucking Walter wanted to kill him.
He's in Better Call Saul a lot, like his whole organization.
Oh, really?
Yeah, wicked.
I have to go back and watch that. The backstory on him too was really cool. And when you watch it, about how he
Really?
I guess he went to the cartel, and he wanted to show the cartel like what he wanted to do. This is pre him starting like Pollos Hermanos. Like he had this whole thing planned out, and he was gonna sell it to the cartel, but the cartel didn't like the fact that he was pitching the idea, because they thought that if he's pitching the idea, then what the fuck is wrong with our organization? So that's disrespect. And then the cartel kills his brother right in front of him.
Oh,
And
shit.
his brother was a cook. His brother was a chemist. So his brother made the meth. And the guy that was running the business just ran the distribution. How the fuck how do chemists work in those laboratories and be like, oh shit, I think I made crystal meth. I'm going to try to fucking smoke it. See what happens. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, look at this rock. Let me smoke that.
Yeah.
But wasn't
You just make something and be like, I'm going to smoke it. What is this plant? I don't know. We should smoke it.
Shit. Remember I told you about how the CIA taught that kid to make crack cocaine, and that's how it went throughout the community?
Yeah.
Maybe it's something like that. They taught him to make crystal meth, and it's like, here, go distribute this too.
Yeah. Which I think is just odd. I don't know. Like, if something's like I don't know, like when you invent something, it's like my first thing is not to smoke it. That's just. It's not like you have all these fucking chemicals and shit, and you're like, damn, wait, hold on, you put ammonia in this? Oh yeah, hell yeah. What kind? Was it gray value or true value? Because those are different, and I can taste the difference. No, but that's it's well, at least it was Albert Hoffman. At least he accidentally got LSD. Fuck that. Him too. He's fair game because he accidentally ingested LSD. How do you fucking accidentally ingest the shit that you just fucking made?
Yeah, actually.
Right?
Like, even when I'm cooking dinner, I don't accidentally put salmon in my mouth. Like, it only goes in my mouth when I put it there.
Yeah, like when you're working on your fucking car, do you accidentally drink oil? No, you don't. Jesus.
Yeah, that story's kind of flawed.
He obviously tripped and fell on the LSD.
He tripped and fell.
With his mouth open.
Where do you think he got the term "I'm tripping" from?
Exactly.
There we go. Bryan, you cracked the case. There we go.
You sure you don't do hallucinogenics? Because you seem kind of smart with it.
I don't know. Maybe I should try him.
Are you CIA, Bryan? When you ask people, are they CIA, can they say, I'm CIA? Or do they have to? Kind of like when you ask a cop, are you a cop?
The cop one's a myth.
They're a cop. Is it?
The cop, yeah. I think they have to tell you their actual name, but if you ask them if they're a cop, they don't have to say they're a cop.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Then how do you know somebody's a cop then?
You don't.
That's it.
Damn, so anybody can be an undercover cop.
Yeah. Literally. That guy who pulled you over with the badge, he could be an undercover cop.
No, he was a cop. I remember him.
Yeah.
I remember him. He saved my life. That's all I gotta say about that. Nah, he didn't. Fucking fucker. No, whoever called the police. Whoever called the police, I think.
You're driving so bad that somebody saw your car and felt the urge to call the cops?
That was the thing. I wasn't driving. That's the fucked up part.
How'd you get the DUI?
Because, okay, so I guess my truck was parked on the side of the road on a curb in front of a house with my lights on. My lights were on. The truck was on. I was parked in front of a house. So I'm thinking that at least the person in the house called, said, "Hey, there's this fucking weirdo outside my house is parked." But yeah, I mean, usually nights like that, I'd park and go to sleep. If I'm like really, really trashed, I would park somewhere and go to sleep and then wake up in the morning and just drive. Or at least sober up. But I guess I forgot to turn off the car.
I mean, that's
and I forgot to put it in park, dude. I forgot to put it in park. It was in neutral. And my truck was a stick shift. So I had my foot on the brake. And I was asleep. And then that's when I heard on my window. And that was it, dude. That's all I remember.
Does this still count as a DUI? Apparently, but like, you're not driving.
My keys were in the ignition, and the car was on. The car was on. I mean, obvious. It was.
You forgot to turn it
It's
off.
obviously that I was driving. There's no way around it. Like I was even thinking about that. I'm like, I was trying to sleep though. I mean, I can. There's all the, and I was talking, and then again, public defender is also part of the court. So it's. I mean, I don't know. He was just like, just take the deal, and then you'll do. They'll give you time served because you were in jail. So we'll give you time served, and you probably have to do community service and then a couple of these other programs, which is kind of fucked because they gave me, I think it was like 2 days of community service, so 16 hours of community service. I had to do a MAD program. I had to do a HAM program, which is hospital and morgue, and pay all the court fees and the fines.
Damn, that's worse than prison. Nah.
What they did, well, the thing that was fucked up was that I guess because they were taking in consideration how severe my blood alcohol level was. So they gave me that deal or that thing that I had to do. They only give that to like multiple offenders. This was my first time. This is my first time being like any system or anything like that with any law or anything. So I think that was kind of messed up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but it was. You know what I can say, dude? I can say that I've been in a morgue. I think that's the coolest thing walking away from all that program is I can say I was able to walk into a morgue and check out the crypt and leave and be alive walking out of a morgue. I think that was the coolest part of the whole thing. And then I had to write like a 2-page report, and the judge read it during my I guess my evaluation after that. She read it to the thing and she was like, "Oh, this is cool. All right, you're free to go. Just finish your..." Oh, and then I had to do like 6 months of DUI classes. DUI education classes.
Oh, that's a lot. That's rough.
Yeah, that thing was messed up. Yeah, it's all good. I fixed everything. Got my license back. Now I'm back to drinking.
And driving.
No, I'm joking. I'm back to racing cars again. Nah.
I remember one time I was like really high, and at a stoplight, I wanted to like race the car next to me, so I started like gunning it when the light turned green. But I have a manual, so I didn't remember to shift or like to change my gears. So as I'm flooring it, I see this car go by me, and then more cars going by me. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Why am I losing?
Yeah.
And I look, my RPM's at like 6. Oh my god.
What?
Because I never got out of the first gear.
Oh, man. Really, dude?
Was there smoke coming out of your engine?
Yeah, there's smoke coming out of my car, and it wasn't the weed smoke.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
What kind of car was it?
I still got the car. It's a 2004 Saab.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
Saabs? Oof. They went out of business in like 2011, but they're nice.
Yeah. I used to race in, a 91 Honda Accord that had, what did I put? I had a cool air intake and the whole fucking exhaust with header and exhaust. Straight pipe. That thing was fucking loud.
Oh, you're the
It was a
guy who
fart
like
can.
drives
Yeah.
up the street and everybody hears the car.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah, I used to race that, and
The windows start shaking.
there was this group of guys when I worked at a warehouse. We all had Hondas. And we all used to park them right next to each other. We had like a Honda Honda crew working on that shift. We used to race after at like 7 a.m. because there would be no cars on the freeway around that time. So we would race from one exit to one on ramp. We get on, we'll level off with each other on both sides of the lane and just take off. That shit was fun. Kind of dangerous too.
I believe it. 7
It's
in the
dangerous when
morning.
you're high. 7,
what's
yeah.
Yeah, would that not be rush hour for people going to work?
Which is kind of weird because that right there on that freeway at that time there was nobody. Yeah, that's you bring up a good point. Interesting. I don't know, dude. How you guys on time?
Doing okay.
Can stay for another little bit.
Bryan, how are you on time?
Yeah, I can stay for another little bit.
Another little bit?
Yeah.
Another 5 minutes? We can just wrap it up. I'm down.
No, I can stay for 15, 20.
15, 20. Well, you're in the future, so I'm going to need those lotto numbers when you get a chance.
Yeah. I put them in the post.
Set them and then send them to Bill. I guess I'm the last one, right?
Time zone?
Yeah, time zone.
Yeah,
I'm
actually.
East.
There's nothing.
Oh yeah, you are.
There's nothing after Pacific Standard, right? They're the last ones.
Hawaii?
But they would be PST too. No?
Maybe. I guess so.
Let me see.
Yeah, when does it switch over and start going forward? I know Australia are like 9 or 10 hours ahead of me.
Australia?
Yeah. So it's like 7 a.m. in Australia at some stage now, or some part.
So they're gonna start drag racing. No, that's 7 a.m.
Oh yeah, it's 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Start your markers. Start your engines. What? So it's April 29th over there right now. So they're more in the future than Bryan.
Slacking.
Yeah.
Wait, do flat earthers believe in time zones? No, right?
No, they do. It's just different, I guess. It's from like the center to the edge, and then it goes around the clock. They see it the way a clock works, I guess.
What? Yeah, there were so many questions unanswered that I wanted to ask. Now I have to Google all of them. I really don't want to do that. I'd rather talk to the expert.
Flat Earth.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of research because like so much went into that episode. That's still on my website, I think. But yeah, like there's a lot to unpack with that theory.
Yeah. Yeah, the hour was never that wasn't enough.
No.
I wanted him to give me the full scoop. Why flat Earth? And it is also an archaic theory. It's another thing too. It's a theory that was told fucking centuries ago. It's fascinating that how it would. Yeah, like it's fascinating how that theory would somehow surface again.
Yeah,
According to him,
600 years
wasn't it
ago,
like
yeah.
I think he said it was always been the flat Earth theory, but then like 100 years ago or something, 200 years ago, they said, "Hey, let's tell everyone the Earth is a globe." So according to him, it's like always been flat Earth, but in real history, yeah, I think what was it, Aristotle, who was the one who like around then, when people realized.
Is it round?
I
Or
mean,
is it flat?
it's round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You believe in NASA?
No, NASA's not even real. Birds aren't real either.
Simulation theory?
Heard
I
of that one.
haven't gotten to that one.
That one could be real because, I mean, how can it not be? I mean, not that means it's real, but like you can't disprove it.
Didn't scientists say that we're more likely to be in a simulation than to not be in a simulation?
I think it depends where you go because I think I've heard that too, but I also heard there's like a 25% chance. So yeah, like depends where you go, but even like 25 is a big percent chance.
Yeah, true.
Sort of like it's sort of like the theory too. Imagine there's a big bang and then a big crunch and then another big bang and then a big crunch, like, and we go through the same time loop an infinite amount of times. I mean, if this is the 569,480th time we've had this conversation like this, we would have no idea. Simulation's the same way. Like if we're in a simulation and it keeps running, or even if it's the first time, we'd still have no idea.
Maybe that's why we get that deja vu sensation.
That's definitely why. 100%.
You think so? I think so.
That's another part.
Could be.
It could be. I mean, come on. How do you explain that? Because you've felt like you've seen that before. There's no way to test that either, if that's true or not. Then again, there's even all of fucking psychology. There's no way to fucking prove half of the things that happen that they teach in psychology.
I mean, I think I'm imagining it, but I feel like when I sleep, the next day I'll have a deja vu moment, and I swear that moment was like in my dream. Obviously, that's not the case, but that's what I'm like. Shit, it feels like that.
Has that happened to you before?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, Bryan. Yeah, Bryan.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Sorry, yeah. I forgot there's two of you on here.
Those edibles really kicked in.
Yeah, I think right now. Yeah. Yeah. About an hour.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever noticed if it's happened in a dream, but I'll often I suppose it's similar. I'll think of like a film I haven't seen in a long time, or a song that I haven't heard in a long time, and like a couple of hours later I'll see that it's on the TV, or a couple of days later it'll be on the radio or something like that.
But it's in a dream, right? So it's no. But I guess what I'm asking is, have you had a dream, and then maybe a couple of days later that actually happens? Kind of like a reverse kind of deja vu.
Oh yeah.
Or there's probably a term for it.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not as obvious that I would notice, But then I go through periods of not remembering my dreams at all.
There's this guy, it was like one of those, I remember I was babysitting, it was one of these TV shows where it's like bizarre superpowers, and it's like one of those kids show, but they go to like some guy with superhuman strength. There's some guy that can eat planes and shit like that.
The fuck? Eat planes? How do you eat a plane? Is he Godzilla?
Is
he fucking King Kong?
He just cuts off pieces of the metal, eats it, and he's able to.
Okay. So they're pieces of a plane.
He doesn't fucking just swallow a fucking
I was thinking a whole fucking plane. How do you eat a whole fucking plane, dude? Okay.
But one of the episodes was this guy who apparently he would like wake himself up in the middle of the night, and then he'd instantly go to his journal, and like a lot of the stuff he wrote in the journal ends up actually happening.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's scary.
It's a bit like Nostradamus.
Exactly.
He had some good ones too.
Yeah, but it's also like the wording too, because I remember one thing was like, at some point, 2 beams of explosion will hit a very popular location or city. It was something like that. And then they're like, oh, was that referencing like 9/11 or something?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I mean, yeah, but he gave such a broad description that it could be multiple things.
Yeah. A lot of his were like that. I have a copy of his book of all his premonitions or prophecies. And every one of them, it's all how you interpret it, you know? Because this book, it gives the premonition or the prophecy the way he wrote it, and then the interpretation. But, like, there's one where he's like, I think it's the 9/11 one as well, and he's like, 2 great mountains will fall in the big city. But, you know, is that 9/11 or is it, you know?
And it makes sense too, because at his time, he can't say 2 big buildings because he doesn't know what city skyscraper looks like.
Yeah.
So he can't say skyscrapers. But at the same time,
true.
that is like a big flame. Like, it's not like he deliberately said a terrorist attack will happen, this, that, like the detail.
I think.
Well, if you think about like, so what was Nostradamus's like thing? Was it, did he dream of these things, or he had visions of these things happening? What was his deal? Do you know, Brian?
Don't know actually. I think he had visions, did he? Do you know, Bill?
Yeah.
I think visions, but I don't know either.
So if you're having hallucinations and visions, it's kind of hard to communicate what your vision is into writing. Well, I don't know. I'm speaking from like if your brain or your mind is in a different state of consciousness, and then coming back to a regular state of consciousness, then I think that it would be kind of cloudy, and he really didn't know how to interpret it, and he interpreted it the same way that he would, the only way he knew how, I guess what I'm trying to say. You know,
That's
well,
true.
I guess that fits in with Bill, what you said. I mean, he didn't know what a building was. He probably saw it, and he was like, fuck, these things look like mountains. Like, he wouldn't say huge, I don't know, trees. You could have said trees, too.
Coulda.
Right?
Metal trees.
Metal trees?
Yeah.
Good.
You didn't know what metal was.
Yeah.
That's true, too. Maybe it looked like a rock, which could be the mountain. Rocky looking. Concrete, too, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and there's another
sticks.
one.
Yeah.
There's another one where like he predicted the John F. Kennedy assassination, supposedly, where like some guy will. Brian, do you know it? Because you said you have the book.
Don't know it off by heart, but I know that he prophesied. I could go get the book in like 2
Something
seconds.
like 2 lightning. Something like 2 lightning bolts will take out a big leader, or in the timing of something, or 1 lightning bolt, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2.
The gun.
There was one fatal shot that.
Although I heard conspiracy theories where like there's multiple snipers too.
Oh, Brian knows all about
the
that.
Triangulation theory.
The what?
The triangulation theory.
Brian knows all about that. That's why when JFK comes into the chat and Brian's here, it's game over. It really is. Brian, you have some really cool stuff. Like that's why I'm excited for the episode that you and I did. That one's fucking cool because there was way too many conspiracies in there and way too many stories that there needed to be in one place.
Yeah. Yeah. I could actually cut that conversation up and release a whole podcast based on that.
Yeah.
I'd say you get 5 or 6 episodes.
So, was it Triangle? What is that? Is that fall in line with the grassy knoll?
Yeah, basically there's
the guy on the grassy knoll.
Yeah, it's 3 snipers in a triangle formation. There was supposed to be one under the grate, the storm drain. There was supposed to be one under the underpass, and then one on the grassy knoll. And when he came to the certain location, each of them fired, and it was the perfect kill shot.
Why did they all have to shoot though? Like to
then,
all hit him at once?
Yeah, to make sure that they got the kill shot.
Yeah, because it was like boom, 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 right? Like right after each other, or it was like pa, and then like a couple of seconds.
Yeah, there was about 3 shots in 6 seconds. Yeah. Like impossibly hard to do, unless you're.
That's why like even one of them has to be like insanely hard to do. I can't just practice them. If I practice a long time, like every year, I still don't know if I'd be able to hit that shot.
Especially he was moving.
Exactly.
Crowd of people. There's tons of people around you.
And then to kill him too, not even like hit the shoulder or graze the arm, to like hit what did the job.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And his head practically exploded, like. It all came together perfectly to get what they desired. Yeah. Do you think Oswald had any part in it?
He was a patsy.
Or was he just a patsy?
I think he had some involvement in it. And I think he had some involvement in it, or knew something about what they were going to do. He probably somehow double-crossed them, or he probably pissed somebody off. And he was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to kill the president, and we're going to blame this motherfucker right here. And after we blame him, we're going to have one of our guys go up to this guy while he's in handcuffs and shoot him. Which was Jack Ruby.
The weirdest theory I've ever heard was that J.D. Tippett, the cop that was shot that day.
The one that Oswald shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he was a lookalike for Kennedy, and they swapped bodies when the two of them got shot in the hospital. Apparently they swapped bodies, J.D. Tippett and JFK.
What?
So
I don't know why, but it's a theory I've heard.
So JFK knew somebody was after him.
Oh, definitely. Sure, he was trying to shut down the CIA and pull out of Vietnam and everything. He knew the whole government.
Then why would he drive without the top down? Really. Why would he drive with the top down in his car then?
See, you would think that, but it was a sunny day, and I think the Secret Service actually said that they didn't need it. Or he had said that he didn't want it. He wanted to be able to see the people. And the Secret Service were supposed to enforce that they had the bubble on it. And it was a glass bubble. So he would have still been able to see him. But they were like, yeah, no problem. But apparently they weren't in the right formation. They were very relaxed that day. They were supposed to have snipers up in the windows protecting them.
Yeah.
Or spotters.
Everybody was in on it.
Didn't have any of them. Sure, 3 weeks beforehand, there was a failed attempt in Miami.
Really?
And it was the exact same circumstances as Dallas.
What? Why doesn't anybody talk about that? That's the first time I've heard this.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Also, I know his family, a bunch of them died. Was it before or after he died?
Some before, some after. The Kennedy curse.
Yeah. Because I would say, maybe, he threatened his family, early on, but that's a bold claim to make. And, he didn't obliged, which is why like something happened. But I don't know, because even back then they had like darts that would disintegrate in your skin and give you a heart attack, and is untraceable.
Yeah. I feel like back then was like the golden age of espionage, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, even
that's
now,
that's where MK Ultra came from. I mean, it was part of that of the CIA. They wanted to see if LSD was able to be was used to in spying. They wanted to see if they were originally they wanted to use LSD as a truth serum.
Yeah.
During what is it? During fucking interrogation and shit. Yeah.
Also, like, that could have been the golden age of espionage, but this could be the golden age because they're so good at it that we have no idea now. Although they did fuck it with Epstein.
Yeah.
So maybe not perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of this is all on the web, on cyber. I mean, there's the big tech companies are working probably really close with the government.
Oh, yeah. Most likely.
There had to be. There has to. I don't know.
Gotta get in that
Keeps
dark
me up
web,
at night.
find the truth.
Keeps me up at night. Can't sleep. That's why we have a podcast.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. You guys good?
Sounds
Bryan? Bill, go ahead and tell everybody where we can find your podcast and stuff.
Sounds good. Quick little.
Good.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm Bill with the Wait Podcast. Connecticut, Wednesdays, FM 91.7, 5 o'clock. Sit down with experts. Talk to a woman who did 8 books on Silk Road, etc., etc. Podcasttheway.com. Podcasttheway.com.
Groovy. All right, Bryan, go ahead.
Man, doesn't he do that so smooth?
Thank you.
I nearly want him to do my one.
Yeah,
next.
do mine too. Do the Mindbuzz.
Sure. Give me a script. I'll be like a voiceover actor.
There we go.
Oh, actually, all right. So you got Bryan with the Concerts That Made Us podcast. Had a great episode. What's the great one? You know what I'm talking about.
Don't do that to me. Your one. 17.
Yeah, but what number is that? Number 17 is just a great episode that I recommend everybody go to. The Concerts That Made Us podcast with Bryan. You know, like, see, I can't do other people, so I already fucked it up. I say mine so many times that I have it almost scripted in my head.
Yeah, you don't even need it.
But now it's like, wait, what do I have to say now? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do your own. I can't do it.
Right.
Go ahead, Bryan.
So I'm Bryan with Concerts That Made Us, a weekly music interview show where I talk to guests, podcasters, musicians, anybody that's been to a concert basically, about their concert experiences, their favorite bands, what sort of music they're into. We listen to their favorite songs, discuss them, and we're on all the socials, and you can find us on Spotify, Apple, and all your favorite places to get your podcasts.
Groovy. Boom. That was another one. Thanks again, and catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Bryan. Peace out.
Peace out.
The Mindbuzz Podcast.
I thought you said you don't edit, so is this still part of it?